My name is Michael Melman, and I'll be discussing a little bit about the environmental effects of dams. Part of the environmental effects of dams, it's not just a physical, but there's also biological and health risks. Dams block the river. They're in preventing things from moving downstream. Dams prevent needed sediments to move downstream and cause erosion in the lower part of the river. Without those extra sediments, the river just slowly washes away most of the needed resources and rich soil that plants need to grow. Dams change the flow of underground water levels and destroy underwater caverns. When you dam up a river, it causes a large lake to form, and the water that may be coming up from underground just can't get out because there's no pressure to force it out, and just becomes stagnant. Landslides occur with water levels changing because as the dam opens its floodgates, it continually causes water to rise and fall. Dams inadvertently cause earthquakes because of the shifting water levels. Part of the biological issues are dams prevent fish from spawning downstream where they initially spawned. So in other words, like salmon that return to their place of birth every year to basically reproduce, they have a harder time getting through the dam, even though they have the fish ladder and stuff like that. Plants and vegetation either cause overgrowth in the water because of the stagnant style of the lake. They're able to grow better, or they stop growing because they cannot get enough water to survive. Many animals and other wildlife that need the water for food and sustenance end up having to go elsewhere because they don't have access to it due to the landslides and no protection. Just as a point, I consider most dams to be an eyesore. That's just because once you get this huge thing of concrete built, while it does generate energy, and electricity, it just they're not pretty. The only one I can think of that's pretty is the Hoover Dam, and if anybody's ever been there, it is a monstrosity to see, but it is also, they've done a good job of making it actually something that's quite beautiful, in my opinion. Dams bring disease. As I mentioned before, with the stagnant water, or the low flow of water, it causes mosquitoes to reproduce. And when mosquitoes reproduce, they can carry all manner of diseases such as malaria. We have West Nile, and plus, their bites itch like crazy. I mean, it's just an annoying nuisance. Other parts of the ecological effects are, the sound is destroyed in the area. Birds can no longer really nest because, there's too much sound pollution. They choose to migrate to other areas, and it tends to cause, the population of birds to go down. Toxic materials may be released from the water because of stuff that's just uncovered during the points of erosion. And there's lots of flooding when dams aren't under control. The Chililo Dam project, opponents raised numerous objections. The dam would flood one of the richest wildernesses in Central America, destroying, the home of a dozen different endangered species.